What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. We're now seeing it all coming out. This newest clip coming from MSNBC, a clip that was never even supposed to air. We were never supposed to see any of this. We got it all coming out as the media network is now getting caught conducting a massive cover-up for this guy Joe Biden, trying to gaslight their viewers, say that Trump is such a bad, evil guy. They're saying that Joe Biden should be the next president, guys. All the dirt is coming out. MSNBC, everything they swept underneath the rug is now coming back out to light, guys. I'm excited to get into the clip, see exactly what they're getting caught up in now. So we'll get straight into the clips. I'll get my thoughts on the back end, guys. So definitely stick around to the end. So guys, get my thoughts on the back end. And also, YouTube pushes this video out. Definitely stick around until the end, you guys. Yo, let's get straight into the clip. We're going to do that, though. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me and also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Let's get into it, y'all.
MSNBC is once again caught in just a massive snow job. They have to think you're stupid because they're going to show you videos of Biden just falling apart. And they're like, he's a genius. He's brilliant. You're what's wrong if you see something. This is what they do. But I don't know if I've seen this level of gaslighting in my whole life. Like, this one is the most obvious thing where you look at Biden and you go mentally incompetent. And these people are saying, no, there's something wrong with you. Welcome to Doug in Exile. Give us a subscribe. Let's watch.
Start your tape right now, because I'm about to tell you the truth. And F you if you can't handle the truth. And you ain't black.
F you if you can't handle the truth. That's a terrible way to start a news segment, but that's how Joe Scarborough just screams, spitting. You can see his seething under there. They have a lot of makeup on Mika, I think, to cover up the bruises.
This version of Biden is the best Biden ever.
She knows so long as she was 9.
In fact, I think he's better than he's ever been.
President Biden has a photographic memory.
Oh, man. That is terrible. Are you believing all this? President Biden, boy, it really shows he's got a photographic memory. He can also move objects with his mind and fly.
Understanding and mastery of a complicated geopolitical situation, remarkable.
He is sharp, intensely probing, and detail-oriented and focused.
Jackie, are you here? Where's Jackie? I didn't think she was going to be here.
My favorite is, Mayorkas is the biggest liar who got impeached. He's the one that said the border is open. By the way, the border is open, just like how Joe Biden is intensely focused and smart and competent. See, they have none of these people have credibility. They all just lied to you for the last 4, 8 years, probably their whole life.
I was sitting, 2 feet from him across the table, and he was, intense.
Have trouble walking sometimes? Yeah, so did FDR. He wanted GD war.
But he's totally focused. He's very sharp.
They say he's sharp in meetings and so on.
Very lucid, very well informed. Biden is stately, and he comes with gravitas. There hasn't been, as far as I know, a single claim that Biden made a mistake. Ageism is an issue.
And you ain't black.
Okay, now we're going into ageism. Ism. Supposed to sound like racism or sexism. It's like, it's an ism. Hey, ageism is a thing now. That's the new one they're rolling out this week. It's just ageism. Joe Biden is fine. And if you see a problem, it's because you hate, him because of his age. And you love Trump because he's young.
Americans have a rich history of holding people's physical characteristics against them. Okay, you can ask African Americans.
He's older. That doesn't mean that he is unfit, and there's a lot of ageism there.
Now, this age attack, this obsession by the right.
By the way, they're bringing this up because they're trying to make it look like ageism is the same thing as racism. That's why they're having these black figures come up and say it's just like that. You're looking at the way people look and you're projecting this on them. They did the same thing with saying that if you're against same-sex marriage, it's just like being against interracial couples. See that? They take something everyone agrees with and tie it to something that is divisive. And they'll go, we all agree that you don't judge someone on their exterior characteristics. And they're going, and these people are judging him just for his age, not his mental acuity or his obvious decline.
Joe Biden may not be able to speak for himself the way that he used to.
They want to think to take on government if we get out of line, which they're talking again about, and that's him lying around.
I think people should be speaking up for Joe Biden.
Americans and reporters in the media are just judging him by a physical appearance, and it's horribly unfair. Age is an asset.
He showed exactly how with it he is.
The flip side of this coin is that he has a tremendous amount of wisdom and experience.
Oh, yeah, he's just a genius. Remember what all these Democrats said about Ronald Reagan? They said dementia is setting in. I mean, he literally did have dementia setting in, but they're going like, therefore, he needs to be removed. They tried removing Donald Trump on his insanity article, was it 25, saying that he was unable, he was so crazy. And even now, just last week, these same people were running news articles on Trump being muddled, repeating the same wrong words. And so they're going like, no, Trump's the one in decline. But where was their ageism against Trump? Why aren't they being the morally consistent and saying, wow, that was really ageist of us to say those things about Trump? Because they're lying. They were lying then and they're lying now. That's all they do, is they're trying to brainwash you, manipulate you. And they think we're stupid. Now, we don't watch their channel. You guys watch my channel, but liberals watch their channel.
Have you heard any concerns from anyone who has met with President Biden about him seeming a little slower?
No, I've never heard one thing that big head guy said. No, never. Not a single word, nothing. Never once, not even a whiff of it, not even from comedians, not even from Americans, not anyone on the street has ever said that any kind of a problem with Joe Biden's age or competence. Okay, Jake Tapper.
More wild speculation from a bunch of people who have probably never been in a room with Joe Biden and certainly don't have medical degrees that I'm aware of.
This reminds me of the Supreme Court. He goes, do you have a medical degree? You have to look at Joe Biden and go, do you have a medical degree? Next time they call Trump orange, I'm going to go, oh, do you have a design degree to know what color he is? Do you have a medical degree? This is like Ketanji Brown Jackson on the Supreme Court going, she couldn't tell you what a woman was because she wasn't a biologist.
You don't get paid for performance to be president. The job is not a job of endurance. I don't see Donald Trump out bike riding like Joe Biden.
It's the Hillary's email. All they have is that he's old.
All they have is that he's old. Yeah, I love that one too, where he's going like, they don't see Trump riding a bike like Biden. Because people who keep riding a bike the way Biden doesn't fall down will tend to get a concussion. That's why people don't do that.
You can clear a dementia bar, and that's probably a win.
The media are not fair, and they're getting less and less fair, and things are frightening. You have Wall Street Journal running a horribly sourced piece saying that Biden is unfit.
Dubious Wall Street Journal report about the president's acuity.
Shoddy story by the Wall Street Journal questioning Biden's mental fitness.
Wall Street Journal story had a lot of flaws, as you said.
And this one is funny to me because they all orchestrated their attack on the Wall Street Journal that said Biden was too old and should step down. They went nuts. Usually they love the Wall Street Journal. Now they went completely crazy on them.
But Sinclair, they didn't do any original reporting. They didn't follow up. They didn't do any work.
Here with us today is Hirsch Goldberg Poland, and still, he is not here with us, but he's still being held by Hamas.
That guy's got a photographic memory. It's amazing how smart he is.
But a huge part of the Mueller report talks about Russian disinformation tactics. And one of the themes this election cycle is that Joe Biden is too old to lead. And so everyone is seizing upon this. And it is a classic disinformation tactic.
It all comes back to disinformation from Russia, man. MSNBC, that's every card in the deck. They play it and it says Russian collusion. This is all Russian propaganda we're repeating. By the way, if you guys think that Biden is getting a little too old and cannot maintain a conversation and is shuffling around and might be muddled, it's because you are taking your marching orders from Russia. You didn't know that, did you? Well, what's going to be funny is when Biden drops out and now they have to cover for this gal and tell you what a genius she is.
So the importance of community banks is they are, as they are called, they're in the community, led by members of the community. They are people who understand the capacity of the community, the needs of the community, the culture of the community.
And MSNBC will be telling you, people who use the word community actually have a higher intelligence. And what she said actually made sense. The community of the community is the community. That's actually an act of brilliance, Anderson Cooper.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Coming from our friend Doug in Exile. I'll definitely be sure to leave the original video link down in the description box below for those who want to go over there and check that out. Also, guys, to go over there and show our friend Doug a bit of love. Oh my goodness, guys. MSNBC ought to be ashamed of themselves. Those left-wing media outlets that are trying to still cover up this guy Joe Biden, trying to boost him up in the public eye, It's all about optics. I've been saying this entire time. That's why they brought about, that wave of charade case on Donald Trump, finally getting him slapped with a conviction, saying that he's a felon now with Alvin Bragg. And the flimsiest case that was brought about is the one that got him. And this is what they've been after this entire time, guys. This is all optics. We're seeing that here where MSDNC is trying to tell us that, Joe Biden's fine, and if you see anything otherwise, you believe otherwise, it's just the ageism in you, you're ageist. Come on, guys, at what point do they stop trying to cover up for Joe Biden and just throw in the towel and say, hey, we need to go ahead and swap him out, because his acts have shown quite clearly that he does not deserve to be the front runner for presidential nominee, DNC's presidential nominee, guys. It just doesn't make sense why the left believes this is their guy. They still need to keep boosting him up in the media. They got left-wing media outlets like MSDNC. Got Joe Scarborough coming in hot at the people, exclaiming the message. If you don't believe the next message, the statements that I give to be true, then expletive you. And it's just, come on now, that is low. That type of behavior right there is pathetic, especially when we're living in a free country. And it should ultimately be up to those who are consuming that media, the information that Joe Scarborough is given, to believe it or perceive it to be true or false. And I mean, if you're getting any information from over there, MSDNC, screaming Joe Scarborough 9 times out of 10, really 9 times out of 9, it's incorrect, it's false. He's trying to push a narrative, gaslight you into believing this guy Joe Biden is truly competent enough to do what he needs to do, guys. It's not about age. I've been saying this time and time again. It's not about age, guys. It all honestly boils down to his mental acuity, his capacity to function as a president. It just doesn't seem, if you can't stand trial, then you can't sit in office as president. And that should be that, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts, Based off what we got from the Robert Hur report, guys, do you guys think Joe Biden should still be able to be on that ballot later on this year, November 5th, guys? I think he should be removed just based off the fact that he was not fit enough. So it sounds like he isn't fit enough to have his name on that ballot, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. Also, make sure you guys hit that share button and share this out to as many Facebook friends as possible. You guys share the truth. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button. It doesn't cost one thing. Hit that like button for your boy. Also, hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. I'll catch you guys on the next one.